In this video we are going to talk about top 10 craziest or daring sports. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. People have devised a variety of diversions to keep themselves engaged for millennia all across the world. Sports have always been an important component of human societies, with many sports dating back thousands of years and being passed down to us in their present forms. We are fortunate to live in a period when many of us have a lot of free time, which means we are always inventing and recreating sports. As a result, it's no wonder that the world of athletic competition occasionally takes a strange turn. Nonetheless, this does not imply that the world's strangest sports are new. In fact, many of the strangest were established long before the internet existed to entertain people. Here are 10 of the craziest sports you may participate in while traveling throughout the world. 10. Wife carrying. Think again if you thought the Finns were enlightened and pro-gender equality. This is the country where the sport of wife carrying, also known as wife running, was invented. The sport is essentially an annual competition in which husbands compete while carrying their spouses on their backs through an obstacle course. The winner allegedly received the same amount of beer as his wife. The most well-known competition is conducted in Sonkjärvi, Finland, the birthplace of the sport. Piggybacking, fireman's carry, and the Estonian style, in which the lady hangs upside down with her legs on the man's shoulders, are examples of diverse carrying ways. The sport has spread to various countries, notably the United States and Australia. That sounds like a fantastic way to spend some quality time together. 9. Sepik takraw. Sepik takraw is a Malaysian and Thai sport with a particularly high status. The sport was first played in the 15th century, and the monarchies of these two Southeast Asian countries have almost embraced it as their official sport. The name literally translates to kickball, combining the Malay and Thai words for kick and ball. It's more like volleyball than soccer, though. Two teams of 3 players square off on opposite sides of a court split by a net, with the goal of keeping the ball in the air. What's the catch? You are unable to use your hands. Players in Sepik takraw can only hit the ball with their feet, knees, or chin. 8. Hornesson. The Swiss are well known for a number of things, but one of them is not for creating Hornesson. The striker launches a puck called the hornet into the air by hitting it with a whip. The other team's players then use shindles, large placards on long sticks that they fling into the air, to try to knock the puck out of the air. Teams are made up of 18 players, and games are divided into 4 quarters. Despite the fact that Hornesson is an ancient sport, the first recorded instance is a complaint about 2 men playing on a Sunday in 1625. It is only just beginning to achieve worldwide recognition, with an international association created in 2012. 7. Bizkashi. Although this game is popular throughout Central Asia, it is the national sport of Afghanistan. The game's name roughly translates to goat bashing, and it entails horse-mounted players attempting to drag a goat carcass toward a goal. Unlike in the past, when games could stretch for days, today's games have time constraints. Riders are expected to wear heavy clothes and work on an honor system, in which they are not allowed to purposely dismount or whip other participants. The game was forbidden in Afghanistan under Taliban authority, but it is now being played again. The most popular riders are sponsored by wealthy Afghanis, and matches are usually held on Fridays, attracting thousands of spectators. The Afghan Olympic Federation oversees the sport. 6. Camel Racing. Although Australia isn't the only country that promotes camel racing, it does host 2 of the most popular events: the Camel Cup, held annually in Alice Springs, and the Bolia Desert Sands in Queensland, which offers a $25,000 prize pool. Camels can sprint at speeds of up to 65 km per hour and can run at 40 km per hour for up to an hour. Camel racing is a popular spectator activity, similar to horse racing, and betting is encouraged. Competitors are frequently from Middle Eastern countries such as Bahrain, Jordan, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia. Camel beauty pageants are frequently organized in connection with camel racing, and some locations feature a marketplace where camel items like camel milk are served or sold. 5. Bossa Ball. Bossa Ball is a sport that is played all over the world. It was invented by a Belgian and initially performed in Spain, combining soccer, volleyball, gymnastics, and Brazilian Capoeira. The court is made up of 2 trampolines on either side of a net with an inflatable surface in between. Each team has one player on the trampoline on their side of the net. The attacker is one of these players, and they are the one who serves the ball. With no more than 5 contacts, the opposing side must try to return the ball over the net. It's not only entertaining to see, but it's also visually stunning, with participants performing aerial acrobatics while bouncing about the court. 4. Ferret legging. This unusual sport is said to have started among coal miners in Yorkshire, England. The sport, also known as put 'em down, or ferret down trousers, is more of an endurance test in which contestants trap live ferrets in their pants by tying the ankle hole shut. The winner is the person who can keep the ferret in their pants for the longest time. The world record is 5-12 hours. Poachers had to hide their ferrets during a time when only the wealthy were allowed to keep animals for hunting, according to some theories. The sport has been around for a long time, but it gained popularity in the 1970s, and it was revitalized in Richard between 2003 and 2009. 3. Kabaddi. Kabaddi is a contact sport that incorporates elements of wrestling and capture the flag. During a game, a raider dashes over the court's center line, attempting to tag players from the opposite team. The raider must not take another breath until they've returned to their side of the court, and they must chant "Kabaddi" under their breath to demonstrate that they haven't taken a breath. They will not score a point if they do not tag a player from the opposing squad. Kabaddi is popular in many countries, including India, Pakistan, Japan, and Iran, but it is the national sport of Bangladesh. Pro leagues and cup tournaments, such as the Asia Kabaddi Cup and the Kabaddi World Cup, are raising the sport's international popularity. 2. Capoeira. Capoeira, often known as the war dance, is a Brazilian martial art that combines dance, music, and acrobatics into an exciting match. Capoeira features many sweeps and low motions when used for self-defense, but when utilized as a performance piece, it focuses on acrobatics and full cartwheels. Capoeira is nearly always performed to music, which establishes the tempo. Although its origins are disputed, capoeira appears to have developed in Brazil during the 19th century among African slaves. Capoeira is now used as a source of inspiration for numerous battle scenes in popular films and television shows. Capoeira's influence on breakdancing is also a point of contention, with some seeing it as a predecessor sport. 1. Yukigasan. A huge snowball fight is a sport that most kids can connect to. Yukigasan is essentially what it sounds like. The term literally means snow fight, and comes from Hokkaido, Japan. Yukigasan is a game in which 2 teams of 7 players compete against each other. A player is eliminated from the game if they are hit with a snowball. Players use specialized helmets with face shields as part of their safety precautions. Up to 90 snowballs can be manufactured in advance of a match. The games begin as soon as the teams go onto the floor. Today, competitions take place in Finland, Norway, Sweden, Australia, Canada, Russia, and Alaska, with the World Championship hosted every year in Sabetsu, Hokkaido. So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell before you go. Thanks for watching.